Hello PeopleNet, my name is Retrox and today I'm going to be showing you how to be able to set up a data pack that will clone and place houses using spawn eggs in Minecraft. The first step to building this data pack is to find the building you want to clone. Now this data pack is going to be ideally for when you want to build a large village but don't want to have to keep building houses over and over again. The way this data pack is built, you can have multiple houses and different spawn eggs stored in your hotbar. So what you have to do is you have to first find the lowest and highest point on the house. So for here, the lowest is going to be in this corner over here. You see it goes outside the boundaries of the house. It's going to be low down, right to the base level, which is this one. You have to find the opposite. On the other side, you have to find the opposing corner, or pretty much as far away as you can get from the other one. Be right here. Then you want to build up to about as high as you can get. Make sure you cover all the blocks, so including this chimney here, which would be this block right here. The next thing you want to do is you want to open up a notepad. So you just right click on your desktop and open up a brand new text document. Open it up. So then find the first one, which is going to be the lowest one. The lowest one is the one you have to do first, as that's the way the /clone command is designed in Minecraft. And to find the coordinates, you just type in /clone and make sure your crosshairs is pointing at the block and the block is selected, and hit tab 3 times, and those are the coordinates of the block at the bottom. And type those coordinates into your notepad document so you get them correct, because I've done this in the past and I've accidentally cloned buildings a few thousand blocks away, which isn't good. Then go to the opposing block, this one, then do the same thing, /clone, tab, 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 write down those coordinates as your second set, because you want to have this one second in the clone command, because otherwise it won't work correctly, and then type those in. And now you're done with the first step. Now that we actually have the coordinates that we're going to be using when we build the data pack, we want to test them to make sure we don't, go through the whole process and find out we used the wrong coordinates, only cloning half a house, or you're cloning a completely different house, or you're not cloning anything at all. So go to an area where you can clone the house and it won't be disturbed. That's just going to be right here. And then make sure it's facing the correct direction so it's not going to look wrong. You can always manually remove it later. And type in /clone. Then you're going to want to take the first set of coordinates you have here and then use those first. So actually you can just copy them over. Then you can copy the second set. And then you just do squiggly line, squiggly line, squiggly line to signify your location. Hit enter. Make sure that all the blocks of the building are included. And everything looks good. It looks like we do have good coordinates. And so now that we've done that, we can remove these red wool blocks. And we can now move on to the second step, which actually starts involving creating the data pack. The first step in creating the data pack is we need to get an anvil and then a spawn egg. It doesn't matter. You just have to know the item name for when you're going to summon in the bat when you kill it, and then have it detect it with the execute command. So take the bat spawn egg, or really any spawn egg, and just name it to house, all lowercase, and then make sure it works and named house. I'm probably never going to be able to kill that anyway, so just not going to bother. And the next thing we have to do is we have to hit Windows R and type in %appdata%. You've all been here before. And then we need to go into the .minecraft folder and go into a save file, and we have to find which folder that we need to find our world file. So once we find it, there will be a file named datapacks, and it will be an empty folder. Because the folder we have is empty, we have to make it less empty, so create a new folder in here named house, which is going to be the name of a data pack. And in the house folder, we're going to create yet another folder. There's going to be a lot of folders involved. And this one will be named data. And then you are going to need to create a text document. And in the description of the video will be a bunch of text that you're going to have to copy and paste over and change some stuff in, depending on the coordinates of the house and the name of the spawn egg you're using. So, create a text document. Then you can edit it with really any text editor, but Notepad++ is best. Open a Notepad++, not normal. So if we open this up, and in the description you'll find the first thing you need to copy over, which is the pack format and description class, which will be at the bottom. You just copy and paste that over, and then we are going to file save, and it's going to be saved as a MC meta file. It should be named pack.mc meta. Save, and now you are good. Then bring up the folder that you just had, the one with the data, and delete the new text document, because all you need in here is pack.mc meta, and the type should be MC meta file. Then now we have to go into our data folder. We're going to be creating two folders now, one which we're going to be getting to later. First one is just going to be named Minecraft. Second folder we create is going to be named House. Inside the house folder, we are going to create another folder named Functions. Inside the Functions folder is we're going to start writing code. To start writing the code, first we need to create a new text document. I'm going to open it Notepad++. Then we're going to go back to the link in the description. We're going to copy the two commands that I have put down there. First one is an execute command. Second command is a kill command. And from here we're going to figure out what the name of the we're using a bat spawn egg. So we just need to make sure the item name is correct. Yeah, just BAT. You just want to double check just so it doesn't actually not work, and then you're sad because it doesn't work. Then you select the name. So you use the name house lowercase. So the name equals house, and then here should delete spaces back to here. Then you want to get right in the middle, and then here we're going to put our first set of coordinates. Right here, space, then our second set of coordinates, and then we're going to go down to the kill, and it's going to be the same thing that we have right here. Type of mob that we're going to be killing is a bat, and it's going to kill it right after the bat spawns in the house. Its name is House. Now that we're done with this, we have to save as. It's going to be called House. Nothing's creative anymore. .mc function. Make sure that this is the tag that you use, otherwise it won't work. Then now we save. I've clicked out of that. Then we have to go back to the game. And if we type /reload, now we have to do data pack this. You should see file/house should be on here. You should see two. So you have to place down your bat. Then you have to do /function house, and it should spawn in a house about one block off the air. Now that you know that's good, we can go on to our second set. Our second set of code is going to be going into the Minecraft folder. So we go into Minecraft, and we have to create another folder named tag. Actually, it's supposed to be tags. Oops. Tags. Then another folder named functions, yet again. Then another text document which is going to contain a loop. Just open this with Notepad++, and then we have to copy the values house. This is why it's important to keep all the names of everything as house, as I told you to, because that way you don't have to change any of this. Because if you name it something else, you're going to have to change these two to the corresponding things. For the one's the folder name, and then this one is the name of the actual data pack. So then we have to save this as not a Minecraft file, it has to be saved as pic.json file. Save this. Then we can go back to Minecraft, /reload, /datapack list, and it shouldn't have anything new here because we didn't add an MC function file, we only added a JSON file. But now when we type in function, we should get two of them. You want to run the tick one, then you want to run the house one. And so now, whenever we place the spawn egg, it should automatically spawn in a house and then kill the bat. Then because the other file we just created is actually a loop file constantly running the other one 20 times a second, because it's now 26, you have to be careful about where you place them. So it's going to be constantly running as long as you run those two files, but you're going to have to run them each time you open up the world again. Now that's done, you can now place down your houses. But one good thing to note about this is that you actually can't home the original house. If you place the spawn eggs around the original house, it actually won't get close enough to the house to damage the original house. So that's good. Even though we've surrounded this one, because we've set up the borders as we have, it can't get any closer, so it will still be like that. But one thing to note is, if you do damage the original house, whenever you use the cloned house tool, it will still show the damage. So if you blow up the original house, you're screwed. You're gonna have to rebuild it and hope you did it correctly. My tutorial on how to build a house spawn egg in Minecraft. I hope you found it useful. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll probably upload more Minecraft stuff because I don't want to edit the PC Junior video that I filmed like a year ago. That video is like 45 minutes long. So see you next time. Till then, bye.